Hey everybody, Tony D and Little Joan here with a final Screenwriter's Rant, final video of the night. So make sure you check out our Bitchute and Rumble for two videos. One that got away from me. It's 46 minutes long. It's headlines. There was a lot of news. What can I say? I had a lot of snarky comments, but this is going to be short. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Please check out my books. Link in the description to all the books at Amazon. If you have Amazon Prime, you have Kindle Unlimited. If you have Kindle Unlimited, you can read the books for free. This movie is called Juniper, and it's about an old woman who's kind of at the end of her life. She's broken her leg, and her grandson is taking care of her. Because he's been in a bit of trouble over the years. And at first, they don't get along, and she's a bit of a drunk. Drinks gin and waters every day. And he has to take care of her. And at first, of course, they don't get along. But then eventually he gets to know his grandmother. And he's got some friends here who he hangs out with when he's not taking care of her. And eventually, here they are sort of fighting. But eventually they kind of start to get along, and he realizes how cool his grandmother was, that she was a photographer, a war correspondent, and she had a wild life, and he gets to know her, and she kind of just wants to have one last bit of life, and he shows it to her. He has a little party, he brings over his friends, they become buddies, they go around, they dance, he takes her out, and they go skeet shooting, and his father has problems with her. What is it? Some families are full of strangers, is the tagline. And here she is out there, and Little Joan won't let me finish the damn video. Shut up, Little Joan. Just shut up. Here, come on over here. Last video of the night, you had to do this. So, yeah, I mean, it looks like a good movie. It looks like a very simple movie. You know, here she is in her wheelchair skeet shooting. Let's see. Who is written and directed by Matthew J. Seville? And is this another... I keep finding these movies. Oh, it's from New Zealand. I thought it was England. It's set in New Zealand, I guess. Let's see. Let's see if... Matthew is the young guy who stars in this movie. I don't think he is. No, I think that's somebody else. No, that's somebody else. But Matthew J. Seville is the writer and director. Looks solid. So a movie like this, it's going to be pretty simple. You know, the first act is all set up. The grandson, who's kind of doesn't get along. The grandma, who nobody likes. And he's forced to take care of her, and they hate each other, and they don't get along. And then the second act, they eventually start to get to know one another, and he feels bad for her, and so he starts, they start giving each other a chance. Then he has a party for her, and he starts taking her out, and they start to really get along, and then he starts to really admire her, and he really discovers what a great person his grandmother was. And then the third act, well, a lot of times in these movies, she either dies or they make allusions to her death, or maybe she recovers and, kind of moves on, but they still become great friends. I mean, it's an indie movie, so it can kind of go anywhere. The most dramatic thing would be to kill her, but I think that's a rookie move. I think it would be more interesting to see her, she recovers from her broken leg, and eventually, they become great friends because of their experience together, and that maybe she shows him something. He showed her a good time and sort of revived her, and now she's ready to stop drinking and feel sorry for herself and go on and live whatever's left of the rest of her life. So I think that would be more interesting, but it looks pretty decent. I mean, it's a the description here: on returning from home from boarding school, a self-destructive teenager discovers his gin-soaked grandmother has moved in. A battle of wills ensues, which enables him to embrace life again and her to face her own mortality. Oh, okay. So maybe she's dying. I don't know. But, or maybe she's just old. But that's a good premise. I like it. It's simple. It could be a play. And, if you're going to go for drama, this is the kind of bare bones drama we really need. You don't need to dress it up in a lot of nonsense and guns and CIA and intrigue. When you're going for drama, it's family, it's history. That's what you want to go for. So, Juniper, which I believe is a reference to the gin, looks decent. I would see this movie, under the right conditions. You know me. I like a good zombie movie. I like crazy movies. But, when I'm looking for something a little more laid back and simple, if I hear it's good, yeah, I'd watch something like this. Like nice indie movie. This is a good date movie. Makes you look smart. To take someone to this movie. All right, that's it for me, Little Joan. Little Joan is really antsy. He's gotta go, and so do I. We'll see you tomorrow.